I found this banknote while sorting through my grandfather's old belongings, and I'm unsure if it's authentic. My grandfather was a World War II veteran. Why does this note resemble a dollar bill but have a denomination in pesos? What type of note is this, and where might it have been used? These are World War II era banknotes, also known as Mickey Mouse money. During World War II in the Philippines, the occupying Japanese government issued fiat currency in various denominations, known as the Japanese government-issued Philippine peso. This currency was introduced after the Japanese government prohibited the use of guerrilla currency and declared a monopoly on money issuance. Those found with guerrilla notes faced severe penalties. The Japanese-issued currency was often called Mickey Mouse money by some Filipinos. Many survivors recall carrying large amounts of these bills. According to one witness, 75 Mickey Mouse pesos, or about $35 at that time, were needed to buy just one duck egg. In 1944, a box of matches cost more than 100 Mickey Mouse pesos. I came across this item from the 1950s at an estate sale. It has a solid wooden handle and several circular metal components attached. It was identified as a can opener, but it features a small wheel with a sharp edge, similar to those used for cutting glass. The larger wheels seem to be stuck, possibly due to rust, and there are no markings on either the metal or the wooden handle. Can anyone identify what this tool might be? This tool is a knife sharpener and glass cutter from the 1940s. To use it, place the knife on a flat surface and draw the sharpener at a 45-degree angle over the knife several times. If the discs become dull and no longer sharpen effectively, you can move each disc around half an inch with pliers to give it new cutting edges. These laid blocks were found in a UK river. Each weighs 125 grams and has symbols or writing on each side. Can anyone positively identify them? These brass blocks are likely related to a Sri Yantra. The Sri Yantra is a sacred geometric design used in Hindu and Buddhist traditions for meditation and rituals. The symbols or markings on the blocks are associated with the sacred geometry. They may have been used for spiritual purposes, perhaps in rituals or as part of a ceremonial set. Such finds are quite rare, and these particular pieces might be worth a significant amount of money. I found these 4-inch by 4-inch scissors in an abandoned school in the US. They're uncomfortable to hold, whether using 2 or 4 fingers. Does anyone know what they are used for? What you found are training scissors for left-handed children. These scissors were specifically designed to help young left-handed individuals learn how to cut properly. The extra holes in the handles are intended so that a grown-up can use the scissors together with the child. This design allows the adult to control the scissors along with the child, ensuring safety and helping them develop the correct technique. These types of scissors were commonly used in educational settings to assist children in mastering fine motor skills. I recently moved to a new apartment in Bosnia and Herzegovina and found this object in the living room. It has a diameter of about half a meter. Can anyone help identify what this item might be? This is a Turkish copper brazier, commonly used by nomadic peoples of the Middle East for heating and cooking when an open fire cannot be maintained inside a tent. Instead, charcoal is burned in this specially designed brazier, which contains the fire and radiates heat. The device is compact and usually simply decorated, with a short base. It is known as a Suleiman brazier. It is claimed that the brazier was first used by the Arabs, as the Turkish mangal comes from the Arabic mankal. The oldest braziers originated in Anatolia, while the most advanced forms were made in Istanbul, a significant cultural and artistic center during the Ottoman period. Typically, they are made of copper or brass, with brass being an alloy of copper and zinc, and its yellow color contrasts with the red of the copper. Got this $2 bill in a tip jar a few years ago, just found it when moving. Does anyone know anything about why it's so decorated? This bill is part of the Danbury Mint's United States Enhanced $2 bill collection. It features full-color artwork and is decorated with stunning images representing your home state or territory. These bills are legal tender, meaning they can be used as currency, although they are often collected more for their decorative value than for everyday transactions. My boyfriend found this metal-like object in his backyard. There's nothing on the back of it. His house used to be a carriage house in the early 1900s. The object appears to be silver-plated with copper underneath and was found in Massachusetts, USA. Can anyone help identify what this might be? The object you found is likely a hubcap for a carriage wheel. A hubcap is a decorative disc that covers the central part of the wheel, known as the hub. Its main purpose is to protect the wheel hub and fasteners from dirt and moisture, while also serving a decorative function. This type of hubcap was commonly used on carriages to enhance their appearance. What is this? It was labeled as a xylophone. I bought it for $9 at an antique store and thought it would make a cool coffee table. I haven't seen anything like it before, so I'm not sure if it was labeled correctly. I also made a short video to show how this instrument sounds. Can anyone help identify what this might actually be? The item you have is actually a wooden tongue drum, not a xylophone. A wooden tongue drum, also known as a handpan or tank drum, consists of a metal or wooden shell with several tuned tongues that produce melodic sounds when struck. These drums are used for musical performances and have a distinct, resonant tone. They are often used in meditation and relaxation due to their calming sound. It's a unique and artistic piece that can certainly make a fascinating coffee table. I found this item in my aunt's treasure collection. It appears to have a heavy metal weight inside and is quite heavy, similar to a paperweight. The object inside seems to be solid metal, while the exterior is hard and likely made of resin. Can anyone help identify what this item might be? The item you found is likely a tracker pebble and used by environmental agencies to monitor coastal drift. These pebbles, which are often encased in hard resin, have a serial number and are buried at specific locations along the coast. They are later recovered further down the shore using metal detectors. The metal coil you mentioned is part of this tracking process. This method helps researchers track how coastal sediments move over time. The information about this practice was confirmed through a conversation with a warden at Burling Gap, where there was a display on beach finds. While doing yard work with my parents, we found this giant concrete square, about 5 by 5 feet, with a sign in the middle that reads, "Do not enter poison gas." Our house was built in 1988 and has its own sewer system. What could this be? What you found is likely a septic tank. Septic tanks are underground chambers made of concrete, fiberglass, or plastic, designed for basic sewage treatment. They handle domestic wastewater. These tanks can accumulate hydrogen sulfide, which is toxic. It is crucial to avoid entering or tampering with these structures without proper precautions. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please support my channel by liking and subscribing. It really motivates me to make more videos. See you in the next ones.